All right. Let's get this party started. Welcome to What the Wrestling News Brief, episode 1. Yes, we are here to talk some wrestling news throughout the week. We are here to see what the hell is going on. This is episode 1, y'all. I hate to do it again, but I got to. Listen. It's episode 1, y'all. We're not gonna sit here and act like that's not a big darn deal. We're not about to do that. Listen, I am RJD, and this is What the Wrestling. I know I always say I'm here for a good time, not a long time, so let's not waste any time. But this is What the Wrestling News Brief. This is where we're going to talk about the news. We're going to get in, we're going to get out, quick hits, and we're not going to have no pulls and bones about it. So, hold on real quick. We back, baby. So, with that being said, welcome. Listen, I got my coffee. We're out here talking about wrestling. Everything is all good. But only thing I need y'all to do is hit the like button. Hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel rolling across the bottom of your screen. And follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. As always. And if you didn't know, now you know. Right over there. No, I'm not talking about the Pac-Man Ghost. I'm talking about all the way over there where the title belts are. Right above that is the link to the merch. Scan the QR code, and What the Wrestling merch is live and available right about now. So go check that out. Now, welcome everybody. And first things first, what I really want to talk about, and let's just start with that, is the William Regal comment. So William Regal recently put up a tweet of his neck, and if you haven't seen it, yikes. William Regal is tough as nails, and he recently, I don't know if it was brought to his attention. Obviously, you know, he was with WWE for years and years. WCW, promotions all around the world. As of recently, he was with AEW, then went to WWE. That's where his son is currently wrestling, and that's where he wanted to go. He left gracefully, bowed out gracefully, and everything was okay with the world. But recently, he has put up a post on Twitter, or X, formerly Twitter, talking about his neck and landing on his neck and having neck surgeries. And William Regal didn't even do a lot of crazy spots like we see now, but he still talked about it, and it's not something that he hasn't put up before. So I don't know what the hell everybody's problem is, and why how him talking about being safe in the ring translates into just tribalism nonsense. If you see me doing the Cody Rhodes slur, it is because I still got a little tooth issue here, and I'm trying to get adjusted, so bear with me on that. But they said, nope, we ain't bearing with you. Just bear with me, goddammit. But what I don't understand is why everybody's so mad. The man is a veteran in the game, widely respected in the game, trying to tell people to be safe, and everybody got a goddamn heart attack. I don't understand it. I don't understand. So let's get into what he said. So, William Regal wants wrestlers to stop dropping themselves on their head. Oh my God. That is so profound. That is the most profound statement I've ever heard in my entire life. Now, this was most likely brought on by the Kyle Fletcher match with Jon Moxley, where he got dropped right on his head. And yikes. I legit was like, oh shit. Oh man. I spoke on it on my video, and I was like, Kyle Fletcher, please, brother man, please stop landing on your neck. Please don't do that. You're too good, too valuable, too awesome to be landed on your neck. I did say that in my last video, but let's get back to Regal. So he shared his personal experience with neck injuries and warned the current generation of wrestlers not to ignore them or put themselves at risk performing dangerous moves. And I quote, "I stay off here." This is X. "I stay off here, but I was alerted to something today that alarmed me. I don't need to read any comments, so don't waste your time trying to argue or justify your very wrong opinions on this. I broke my neck in 993, I guess in September 1993, in ring and in a car accident wreck in 1997, and stupidly never told anyone. First and foremost, yikes. And I was taught properly how to bridge and not land on the top of my head. It's a skill that maybe 99.9% of people don't know or will ever learn anymore. I kept going somehow, but knew all the tricks that, again, people don't learn now and watch film just to copy. So, first things first, that little part right there. Broke his neck twice, didn't tell anybody. He admittedly said that was dumb. And he says he knows how to maneuver and land properly so that he doesn't hurt himself or expose himself or anything like that. So, that already is a lost art. You want to talk about being technical about professional wrestling? Man, am I doing? Guess not. You want to talk about being technical about professional wrestling? William Regal is that. He is that. So we can't sit up here and say the man doesn't know what he's talking about. That's hot garbage. Basura, garbage, BS. The man knows exactly what he's talking about. So I'm going to hit the like button. So we're not going to sit up here and say he doesn't know what he's talking about. But at the end of the day, he's just coming from a place of, I used to do what you guys do. I'm still in the industry. I'm an OG in the game. Please stop landing on your head. Safe, simple, to the point. I love it. After Misawa-san passed from neck problems, I thought it would stop this nonsense, but it's gotten worse. And whenever I talk to people about them doing it, it doesn't hurt. Believe me, it will. I have people close to me now, Brian being one, who suffers daily, like myself, from his neck. Brian Danielson, who has said on TV, and admittedly, he says, I love that man, William Regal. They have a very close bond. They're very close. And Brian Danielson obviously had to retire from the concussions and the lesions on his brain, and he had to retire. Then he came back and ended up finishing off with AEW, and he has now retired from full-time performing. Will he come back for a one-off here and there? Maybe. It's up to him. But he still has issues with his neck. He still has issues with his head. He was able to come back and keep it under control and I want to get this right. I think he said in a podcast years ago, like strict protocols after every match he has to do just to make sure he can get back in the ring, which is great. He should do that. But he still lives with problems. Adam Cole, baby, we love you, Adam Cole. We hope you come back, and if you never come back again, we just hope your quality of life improves. The man can't even fly because of all the damn concussions he's had, or the head problems. I don't want to misspeak and say it's concussions, but he's had injuries. But we're not talking about the fluke ankle injury that was a fluke. I don't even know how that happened. He just did a simple jump and that happened, which sucks. But just the concussions close together, he still can't fly, which is nuts. The man cannot get in the airplane and pretty much is going indefinitely. And that's Adam Cole. That's somebody we love. That's somebody who didn't even do dangerous crap. And look at what's going on with him. There have been countless people that have had injuries with their neck. This is not something that is uncommon. And people land on their neck now more than ever. I think Okada, Omega 1, all of those years ago, the first time I seen Kenny Omega and Okada, I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. But Jesus Christ, they're going to die. I was watching that match like, oh my God, these guys are nuts. But I love the entertainment, but sheesh. So you have that. You have that going on. And these guys land on their neck a lot. So And I heard Brian Alvarez say this recently. He says, you know, you do a match, you land on your neck. Oh, I'm fine. You're doing a match, land on your neck. Oh, I'm fine. You're doing that, and then you do it year after year after year after year, and then next thing you know, you have degradation to the point where you need a fusion or you need a surgery, but you're not in any pain. I think Edge, Kevin Owens just had neck surgery, or if he hasn't had it yet, he's got to have it. Will Ospreay, I think he just had a fusion. Obviously, Stone Cold famously had his career probably would have lasted longer had he not had the neck surgery when he got power drived on his head, which was, you know, was an accident. Things happen. Like they always say, this isn't ballet, pal. But at the end of the day, landing on your neck is not a good thing. So let's get back to what he said. It's a daily misery, and sleep and every other aspect of your life is more hard. Although people use the term tough about me, you'll never hear me say that I am not, and I don't think I am, and I don't think I am or have ever been. Regal noted. He says no amount of money or fame is worth it. Money and whatever nonsense fame is supposed to be is not worth the pain or supposed 2 evening glory you get from these ridiculous moves dropping yourself on your head. The vast majority of fans don't know the difference between a vertical suplex and a brain buster, and that's far tamer move than I see now. I'm 57 and become less relevant every day, but fame has never been my thing, so most of you doing this caps stupid stuff are not going to listen to me, but hopefully a few do. Stop it now if you want a decent quality of life after wrestling, because that part of your life will be over before you know it, and wrestling done right is hard enough, but broken necks or death and something you should death are not something you should think is tough or cool. It's idiotic thinking. That's what William Regal posted. So a lot going on there, but first we're going to say let's give him a round of applause for trying to teach the youngins. It always goes like this. The OGs tell the youngins, don't do this. The youngins say, man, you old, you don't know nothing about nothing. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then those OGs grow up. They have the same neck issues and issues that their predecessors had. And then they become OGs. And then they tell the youngins behind them, yo, don't do this. I went through this. The OGs in my era told me don't do this, and I did it. And look at me. And then those young OGs, who are now old OGs, tell the youngins that. And those youngins repeat the cycle and say, F you OG, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about nothing. It's a new day. And then they grow up and the same thing happens over and over and over again. It's the same cycle. It never fails. So my thing is, somebody like William Regal saying this, and he posted a picture of his neck. So we're not going to sit up here and say, oh, and he's posted the picture before years ago, so I don't know why people got all up in arms like he hasn't posted this. He's posted this before. And what he said was, in a sense, listen, I know what this is. Please stop landing on your neck, or this will be your future. He got like a screw here, a screw here. He got 4 screws here. He got like screws here. It's crazy. He got screws all over his neck. But that somehow turned into tribalism bullshit. How, Sway? How does that turn into fans arguing with each other about what company has had people die, and this company has never had a serious injury, and that company's better than? How does that don't land on your neck turn into this? Absolutely ridiculous. So Kenny Omega chimed in. Let's see what the great Kenny Omega had to say. Omega responded by thanking Regal. Oh, I can read the tweet right here. Let me just read the tweet, because this was absolutely dumb. So Kenny Omega on the Twitter, aka X, responded and said, regardless of the timing or perceived intent, The general message from Mr. Regal remains a positive one. Tribalism, whataboutism, and other isms aren't needed here. Thank you, Mr. Omega. And for those of you who want to stay on this tribalism nonsense,
stop it. Get some help.
You stupid.
Safety often takes a back seat when a wrestler is locked in and actively chasing the dragon. We all sometimes need a voice from afar to tether us back to reality and tell us the risks have consequences. The odds aren't in our favor, and none of us will walk away unscathed. This isn't company versus company or wrestler versus wrestler. This is about a general awareness and a knowing that the cost of what we do is directly related to the amount of severity of risk that we take. Keeping that in mind, as athletes, we aren't all created equal. As responsible adults, we all need to be realistic and know our own physical limits. I have to give my head a shake if I wanted to try a twisting shooting star, but I'd never say a word to Pac. I look at this as great food for thought, something we always need to be cognizant of. It shouldn't be about making it a competition. Thank you, Mr. Regal. 1 million views so far. That was on December 29th. First things first, I understand. Don DeMarco from Mr. Omega.
Don DeMarco.
So, the man is telling you, I ain't doing no shooting star presses, but Pac, you got it, bro. You the man. This isn't tribe with company versus company, wrestler versus wrestler. All wrestlers, like the fans, need to chill out, yo. Chill out. Relax. We get it. Some people love AEW. Some people love WWE. Some people love both. Some people love everybody. You get it. But when it comes to wrestlers landing on their neck, I think it's universal. We don't want any of the wrestlers to get hurt. I think that's common knowledge. I think that's pretty fair to say. So we don't need the tribalism here. Wrestlers got it hard enough. And if Regal is saying don't land on your neck, please don't land on your neck and have screws in your neck like me and have to have your necks fused. I think that's a pretty positive message that everybody in every company and wrestlers all across the world can get behind. I think everybody can get behind don't land on your freaking neck. I think everybody can. So everybody that has to do with, and Tony Khan responded to this. Let me see if I can find his response. So I think everybody needs to relax. Because at the end of the day, we want everybody to be safe. We want to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Yes, we are entertained. But we want everybody to be safe. And we don't want anybody to get seriously hurt. I think about all the crazy Will Ospreay matches I saw 10 years ago. And then he just had, if I'm not mistaken, he just had a neck fusion, or he's about to have one. A neck surgery. Maybe it's not neck fusion, but a neck surgery. I just think about that. I've seen Will Ospreay land on his head a lot. Okada, same thing. Omega, same thing. I've seen a lot of wrestlers land on their head a lot. So it just is crazy to think about, damn, now some of them are having surgeries, and it's like, man, I hope they're okay. I hope they're okay. Not even I hope they come back and entertain me some more. I just hope like they're actually okay. And they actually, get back to what they want to do. Big E almost died landing on his head. Now, that was a freak accident. Not blaming anybody here, but that's one of the things, man. That's one of those things. Tony Khan responded. Khan emphasized that pro wrestlers take a hard-hitting and high-risk chances, which is what makes wrestling exciting. However, he also acknowledged that AEW has managed to avoid career-ending injuries and has stepped in to prevent certain dangerous spots.
Stop it. Get some help.
Nope.
Tony Khan, come on, bro. William Regal comes out and says this, and your response is, but AEW has managed to avoid career-ending injuries and has stopped and prevented dangerous spots. What? Really? Really? You know what I mean by Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Really? Really? Like, I just talked about Adam Cole. I heard Chucky T. Chucky T had an injury. He might not ever be back. What the hell are we talking about? Why would you even say that? Even if it was true. But people have gotten hurt in AEW. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But and Adam Cole might not ever come back. So, and I just hope he has a better quality of life. But why would you even say that? As the leader of a company, if you're going to say something, who cares if Regal's in WWE? Just be like, yo, at the end of the day, we don't want wrestlers getting hurt, and we'll do everything in our power, and we will do everything in our power to make sure AEW remains safe, to make sure AEW remains safe and the wrestlers remain safe, and we continue to entertain the fans. Keep it strictly diplomatic. But AEW has managed to not have anybody have career-ending injuries. Come on, man. I just think that response was stupid. I get it. You're promoting your own company, as you should. But, bro, what it's about is wrestlers being safe. It's not about what AEW does. Or how WWE has had people end their careers and AEW has not. Stop it, bro. It wasn't even about that. And the fans need to chill out too. So another thing I want to talk about as we slowly move on, NXT call-ups. So right now we got NXT call-ups. We got Lash Legend, Jordan Grace, G-Von, Evans, Bouncy, and Mr. Trick. And Mr. Trick Williams, whooping that trick all over the place. And as of now, we have the ruler, Obafemi. He is also, after beating Leon Slater, he is in a very good match. He is also, after New Year's Evil, on his way up to the main roster. But wait, we might have two more people. We might have Lola Vice, who might be going up. And if that were to happen, that'd be dope. Lola Vice is very, very good. And she did express a desire to fight Izzy Dame and New Year's Evil, but that didn't happen. And we'll see what happens. So, and we might have a JC Jane. So I don't know if JC Jane is going to drop the title and everybody will be fighting for it. But those two are in consideration. I thought I heard something about Ethan Page, but that might have been bull crap. I think Ethan Page, people will hate. I think people are going to hate Ethan Page when he gets to the main roster. I think they're going to hate that man, which is great. With that smile and the glasses. Oh, man, they're going to hate them some Ethan Page. I love Ethan Page. I think he's great. But they're going to hate Ethan Page, I believe. About the NXT call-ups, I think Obafemi is going to be a beast. Obafemi is going to be a problem on the main roster. And I cannot wait to see what they do with the ruler. I think all of these call-ups are going to be great. Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Jordan Grace, Lash Legend. I think and Oba. I think all of these are going to be great because you're mixing in the old guys with the new guys. You got your Carmelo Hayes, your Trick Williams, but you still got your Randy Ortons and your Codys and your Drew McIntyres. And I think with Braun Breaker and Obafemi and all these guys, you bring these guys along and they'll slowly begin to take over the new guard. And I think it's going to be great. I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be awesome. Obafemi should have a Walter / Gunther like run. Like, nobody should be beating that guy. He literally put down the NXT championship and said, peace, I'm out. I'm going to Raw or SmackDown, and I'm going to go kill everybody up there.
Finish him.
So we don't need anybody beating Oba. I think the Punk and Braun Breaker stuff, I think that's going to put him over the top. And then we start working on these young guys. And these young guys start killing it. So yeah, I like it. Got Jordan Grace, and JC Jane has gotten so much better. Like, she is good. She is very good now. You just see the progression. She has just continued to progress year after year after year. And even her coming from, Toxic Attraction, then she takes over the group, and there's Fatal Influence, and then we just keep it moving. She's gotten so much better. I like it. So this new crop of people coming up, I think is going to be A1. I think it's going to be A1. And you still got people in NXT to hold it down. So I like it. I think it's going to be great. So with that being said, that's all I got for you today. This is episode 1 of What the Wrestling News Brief. Listen, we're making some improvements. We're doing some new stuff. We're trying some new stuff. And we're going to bring y'all, and I'm going to bring y'all what I got this year in 2026. So with that being said, I'm out. Everybody be safe. Peace.